All's quiet in Slam Diego, eh?
Yeah, buddy. I mean, I never switched sides. I don't know what that narrative's about. Fucking ridiculous.
Mikey getting shit, of course. Rocking. You know what? I'm not even gonna blast your shit up like that.
No.
But Mikey in San Diego, as a Dodgers fan, last night, Mike is as long as I've seen him be a developed young man, right? Has stand for the Dodger mainstay CT3,
No, of
and
course, dude.
even through the hard times last night, he proved why he's still around.
Man, he was 8-72 prior to that at bat. But I'm telling you, man, October comes and this Dodger team just lights up. We find the magic in places, and even the places could be Chris Taylor.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
He's a handsome gentleman.
He is a very handsome gentleman. I love Chris.
What's up, Timmy?
What's up, Count?
How you doing, man?
I am big chillin'. I'm still hungover from the tie and stuff. I wanted the game to be a lot better, but we'll go into it later. But I'm doing good. I'm doing good so far.
Good. It's the G30. Watch, we're gonna try something new real quick. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Watch this.
Oh God.
We're gonna go into our first topic.
Oh.
Right. People are going through the
That's pretty
stream,
sick.
and then they're like, "This is the section, right?" Let's talk about that Lando statue, man. Lando returning to the digs this weekend. I did not get there. This is the first time in many games that I kind of got there. Like I sat down as the anthem ended. So I did not get to see the statue unveiling, but it's something. It's something.
Do you not like it?
I love Lando. I think it looks a little bit scary, but
I mean, you can't ever do a statue that's not.
It's the teeth
scary.
for me, dog. It's the teeth for me. I'll see if I can pull up a thing here. But Mike, you're big Dempsey guy. He didn't play for us, right? But what do you make of the immortalization of LD10 at the Galaxy this weekend? What do you think?
I mean, I'm just tired of this false ass narrative that I don't back our boys. First it's the San Diego shit, and now it's you like Dempsey. Yeah, I fucking love Dempsey, but
I love Dempsey too, man.
Yeah,
me too.
And in respect to the LA Galaxy and Donovan, I mean, I feel like he has to be immortalized, but I feel that there are other people that should have came before him.
Yeah, you got me. That was my next question.
Yeah.
See, hosting duties, you boys did fantastic last week. Hosting duties already. You know where I'm going. It's been a big controversy. People felt all kinds of ways about Beckham getting the first statue, right? Timmy, do you think it was right to give Beckham the first statue, or would you have given it to somebody else?
You put me. That's a tough question to ask me, but I would say, well, of course, there's always going to be someone that's more deserving of it. But like Beckham was like the perfect star signing statue. So media wise, yeah, that was perfect. But like club culture wise, you could say no. But that was like the perfect first statue, I guess you could say.
He changed the game, man.
I agree with that. I don't think anyone else besides Beckham should have gotten the first one. I mean, you have arguments for Kobe and the original 96, but dude, Beckham came here, and even me, I didn't even pay attention to soccer when Beckham came here, but I knew Beckham was here.
Yeah, everyone knew he changed the game. Lando makes sense, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the hot button thing. Who do you give it to next? And let me give you options.
That's easy.
Let's go back to the beginning. Kobe Jones, Pescadito, right? First cup goal win. Hold on. Cien. And the only other one is the king, Robbie Keane. So what do you do? Timmy, you're chomping. Go for it.
Yes. Mr. Robbie Keane deserves it 100%.
Ooh.
The next one, 100%.
The next one, why?
Because that man proved that whenever he stepped on the field, that you knew he was going to score a goal, 100%. I mean, he won us a good amount of cups. Like I believe 2 or 3. Was it 2 or 3?
No. We won the first one when he won us 3. Yeah, he was on all 3.
There you go. He's a cup winner. He's an MVP. goal scorer. He's a killer in front of the goal. That would be the perfect next statue, in my opinion.
And like, I feel like they're setting up the trifecta, right? They're like setting. Yeah, he was there that first one. I was having a brain fart. Or the third one. The first of the three that came, right?
Yeah.
He was there in 2011,
Oh,
2012.
yeah, 2011, 2012, and the 14.
Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, I think they're setting it up that way, and then maybe you go back. I heard on another podcast, though. They have spots for like 6 statues, right? What do you do about Bruce? What do you do about Siggy? You know, if there's spots for 4 more and you have 4 players and 6 people, like that's kind of crazy. Who would you? We don't have to go down that road, but Mikey, who would you give it to next?
I mean, I just feel like I'd give it to Keen, and I feel like that contradicts what I just said, saying that there's other people before. But now seeing the turn we've taken and making these statues, we've given one to Beckham, we've given one to Landon, and it just sort of seems like they'll follow suit and give it to Keen. I would love for Cienfuegos to get one. I feel like that'd be sick. He's the reason a lot of El Salvadorian people are Galaxy fans. Like that is a big core part of our fan base, and I feel like it'd be a good way to represent them, like the way Cienfuegos did. So I mean, it could go either way.
All right, hold on a second. Let me check that. Oh yeah. Okay, that's good. The juice is loose. Loose in San Diego. All right, let's do this.
Wait, before we go, who do you think?
Oh, I always try and run away from these questions.
Yeah,
let's hear it. Let's hear it count.
Honestly, I think Robbie's time will come. I would like to see Kobe Jones get one. I mean, like I love Kobe, man. I think he's due. There's a little bit of recency, right, to Keen still. Like, I mean, Donovan left before he did. So it's like maybe we wait a little bit longer. But I think he should have one for sure. You can't have 100%. The other two. You can't have the other two there the big and then like not yeah. Which, you know, I'm fine if any of them get statues and you know, whatever. I don't have too much skin in that game, but
it's not a competition to see who can get the statues. Just get them there and then time will come.
Right. All right, boys. Well, it's time to recap LAFC.
Oh, God, I don't want to do this
shit. Timmy, you said you were feeling all kinds of hungover, man. What do you mean by that?
Well, honestly, this was kind of like a below par El Trafico because we're so spoiled with high scoring El Trafico games, and this one was kind of like, okay, they teased us in the first half that like, okay, even though there was like a shit ton of like yellow cards and really soft fouls were being called, so I'm like, oh no, this game's gonna get ruined somehow. But then all of a sudden the second half comes and then he just stops doing his job. There's a foul on Chicha that I rewatched today actually, and the Corner of the Galaxy retweeted it and quoted, "This is an obvious clear yellow card." I mean, that dude didn't even have contact with the ball. He literally just pulled him down and he was already on a yellow too. So
they were fucking him up. They were fucking him up.
Before and it fucked up his game. It fucked up his game too, dude. Like he was like, "What do I even do?"
Did you see that he forgot his cards too? He had to go like borrow cards. He like went like this and like he didn't have them. Yeah, it was crazy. Mikey, initial thought before just superficial on the surface?
Another draw, another winless result. That's nothing much more needs to be said. We're now 9.
The energy is great, boys. The energy is great right now.
I'm fucking done, dude. I don't care. I just think we're so far down the line of getting good results now that I feel like we're just dragging it out until the season's over. If we get a playoff spot, you know.
I'm writing down a note to come back to that. All right. Yeah. I think, in my opinion, this is probably the most boring Trafico. There was a 1-1. I think in the third set of the series, that first year where we were winning and then like Perry Kitchen fouled Vela or something and they got a penalty and that was it. It was boring. But this one was like, fuck, do you guys want to play or what?
It was just such a stalemate.
Such a stalemate. And it kind of points to the fact that like we're just
bang
out. LA's not good. LA's not good right now.
No.
Okay, let's talk about some of these details in the game here. Chicha, underwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian Lletget, when he came in, underwhelming.
Yep.
Tail of the tape.
Nick DePew,
great,
fucking had a great game.
Great game.
You know, I don't know. Do you see a world where Sega plays himself onto the bench? Because Sega is the one that's beat on that first goal. Mamadou Fall, that guy they have, just
dude,
corner kick machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we end up with some kind of DePew Steres pairing to see us out through the rest of the season, Mikey?
I mean, all I'd have to say about that is a big fucking fat "I told you so." Look, we did all that run around looking for a center back pairing, and we ended up right where we started. So, I mean, I couldn't tell you.
Yep. Timmy?
It's a little scary. Even though I agree with Mikey, like when goes around comes around, but like fuck, we tried so hard. Derek Williams looked
to
good.
Find something.
Sega, exactly, and then to come back with the same two that we started with last year, like that's pretty crazy, especially at this point in the season.
You know
I can't even think my back count, but like I can't even process the thing that at this point in the season where it's so crucial, we're thinking about putting Steres and DePew as our final back line starting. That's crazy.
You know who took a fat L in all of this is Dave Romney, who is now like beasting it up with Walker Zimmerman in
Nashville. Yep. I mean, that Nashville team is fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Josh
thinks they're going to unseat the Revs in the playoffs and they're going to go to the final.
Dude, the Revs have just been so steady. Like, you look at the shit that MLS posts on Twitter where it's like the standings throughout the weeks and they do the little lines. It's literally the Revs and it's just straight line to the top. Ooh, how would we feel about Bruce winning a championship in somewhere that isn't LA?
Ooh, he won with DC, I believe, early. I think he beat us when he was the coach of DC.
Damn.
But it's been years, dude. I could honestly, I actually have friends who are Revs fans from Boston. I'd be happy for him, dude. Like as long as we don't lose to them, that's fine because we've knocked them out of the cup final like 5 times or whatever.
Yeah.
But dude, if it's not us, I'm fine with it, man. Bruce, Emma Boateng's on that team.
Yes.
Whatever, dude.
Team of dream, man. Also, before we head off of this LAFC topic, can we talk about how this chapter of the El Trafico is closed with Chicha and Vela just probably never playing against each other?
It didn't happen.
Isn't that
fucking crazy?
That's fucking weird.
Super weird.
It's so weird. Like, what do you make of that? Like, that was supposed to be the next chapter of the Trafico. Now it's just...
I'll tell you what I think. I think good because it's the league. The league needs this to happen because the league needs eyeballs and the league needs this and the league needs that. And they push certain things, right? And I have a follow-up question about the league in a minute. But it's a good lesson to the league too. Like, don't manufacture this shit.
Don't market it. Yeah, it's weird because that was the first thing you'd see when it was like El Trafico game day. It's like, ooh, do we finally see Cheech and Vela play against each other? And it's like, I don't think that's an enticing matchup either way. It's just the way the league manufactured it. They got everyone to be like, ooh, but it's like, dude.
Timmy.
It's just crazy because like it's like you guys said, the league portrayed it so much to say that like, hey, this is probably going to happen somewhere down the line. But like, Chichi got hurt the first year, and then that Trafico chapter was closed already because it was just Vela. Vela was even out for a majority of that season too. He came back and he scored on us. We're like, fuck. Then we're like looking next season. We're like, okay, this could actually possibly happen. But then Vela's injured most of the season again. We're like, I don't
think he's injured.
I don't either. I think he was injured, but I think now he's like just being an ass, like Gio was.
But
so
still, bro, it's still crazy. I kind of wanted to see it just to see how it would play out. There's always a curious side of me, like to see how it would play out. But other than that, I would see it one time, be like, all right, yeah, I get it now.
I also just think that storyline's fucking weak. Vela and Cheech, that's a weak ass fabricated motherfucking matchup that if you told me 10 years ago, maybe I would have liked to watch it. But 10 years down the line, I don't care. I look at it as our 11 guys against your 11. Not one guy is more important than the other. Let's just fucking get a result.
You know what I fucking hate now too? Chicho. Chicho's such a pain in the ass to watch their striker. Hate that kid. He's good or whatever, but it's just annoying. But we say sayonara to the Trafico this year. Again, we take another series.
They didn't beat us.
They just can't beat us.
They can't beat us.
Yeah.
Bringing it back.
So let's talk about that pettiness real quick before we move on, because unfortunately, there was a massive brawl outside of the stadium. I walked out of that gate. It happened probably right after, right? I got out of there pretty quickly. But there's a lot being said about the security or lack thereof. And like now the teams want to be like, we can't have this continue, right? But like that's what happens when you manufacture a rivalry a certain way, right? So like they're not taking responsibility for their part in it. Like people should not be dicks. But like this game, you had the smoke canister fall down. Timmy, did you see that? I don't know if you saw it on TV, Mike. But yeah, the smoke canister fell down. Like they were throwing beers on families and stuff, Timmy. I don't know, dude. What responsibility do you think the league should take in doing this? Because they're not right now.
I know. They should enforce more security, because in years past, especially, I specifically remember it, the first Trafico, there was a bunch of security on the away side specifically. I remember it because it was just a line of yellow jackets just specifically on that side, and they wouldn't even let us go on that side.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, they would make us turn around and go the other way. So they should enforce more security. I know it's easier said than done, but like it's been done before. It's just so crazy to me.
When we go to away dates eventually, you'll see like in Austin and in other places I've been to, they let supporters in through their own side and they hold them after the game for a while. Like when we've gone to the bank, Mikey, right? Like they hold you for a little bit. I don't know what the fuck Dignity Health Sports Park is doing, dude. And like I love the team and all that, but like you got to call that shit out, because like it's just not acceptable.
Yeah, I had seen something about the media post that both teams had posted, and it was the same copy slapdick thing that the league sent them and told them to post. I think it's good that they acknowledged it, but I want to touch on that point where it's like when you manufacture a rivalry like that, like that's not how it's like with San Jose, and we fucking hate those people, but you don't see shit like that at San Jose when they come here.
I've never seen a fight with San Jose in a decade. I've never seen anybody fight.
You don't see that shit. But when you fabricate it here and you paint it out like the other side's the bad guy, which is fine. It's like, we know where we live, dog. We know it's LA. We know people feel some type of way about their sports, and it's a big market. So when you perpetrate the other side and make them feel some type of way about it, you will see this shit happen. There's no place for it. I think no matter how much security you enforce, I feel like we're already beyond the line of people are going to find a way.
It might be too late now.
Yeah, it might be way too late. And we might have another like Raiders Chargers on our hands. So I don't know.
All right. Well, before we move on, I think the perfect transition. You ready? You ready for the little ticker? You ready for the next one?
Let's hear it.
Oh, you guys hear that? What is that?
Is that me? Hold on, let me mute it.
It might be. Okay. Mikey.
Yeah.
Hi, Kevin. Timmy's face. For those not on the live stream, Timmy's face is, he made a mueca, as they say.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. Oh, Greg Vanny benched that motherfucker. Finally, I didn't think it was gonna happen.
I mean,
it's crazy. Go ahead, Mikey. I'll tell my side right now.
I mean, I feel we already know what Kevin Cabral's about. I feel like we just need to put this year in the past for him and let the season end. I don't think he sees much more game time. And Vanny had said something about like we need the productivity now and not down the line. And, to some effect, I do agree with that. But, I mean, I feel like the kid just had a tough year. I still ride for Kevin. I think Kevin's great. But I think he's seen the last of his game time this year, at least.
Yeah, bro.
That's a take. Timmy?
But I just thought I was before Mikey said something. I was gonna say that like it's crazy that he didn't even get to see the field like at all, and like that is fucking insane to me because that's your guy, your DP, right? You're supposed to play the full 90, but after recent performances, you kind of have to do what you have to do, and I guess for us it kind of paid off because we were luckily able to pull off a tie against LAFC, and I don't know, man. It's such a touchy subject.
I have something to say. Where's that energy with Jonathan Dos Santos?
Yeah.
Where's that energy with JDS when he fucking sucks? Where's that energy with JDS and Cheech when they both fucking suck? And we have people ready to play.
You know what's crazy, dude? Is that I think for sure. He said I think that JDS, if he was coming back, we would have that contract extension already, and that's not going to happen. But I don't think that's a shock to anybody. Timmy?
Yeah, no, I don't find that a shock either. It's okay. He had his one good season here, and then he kind of just declined after that, and he just hasn't been performing up to what we want him to be doing, tracking back, cleaning up the midfield a little bit. But Ryan's been doing that actually, and it's kind of like taking over his jobs. Even when Sasha comes in, even though he plays for 30 minutes, that's also his job too. He does it a lot better than JDS.
Yep. Oh, you're muted, Mike. Yep.
Where do you sit on the Kevin situation? I'm not muted.
I like Kevin, dude. I like Kevin. I think he had I think he is hero number 1 in Greg Fanny's system in 2022.
Yeah. I just want to see how the fan base reacts to, let's say, if Kevin does have like a blowout, exponential year, do we take him back? Do people join the apologist group?
Yeah. I've never been look, I've been bench Kevin, but I've never been fuck Kevin.
Yeah.
I think that it's going to be great. I think we'll cycle out the old contracts. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Chicha back somehow. I don't know, or if he's there, cool, whatever. He can be the star DP, but I see that third DP spot utilized to bring in somebody who's going to complement Raveloson, and hopefully be that number 10 dude, because we need that shit.
I hope so.
It's lacking. Leggett can't do it anymore. Ephra is not a 10. Victor Vasquez is
and respect to Ephra too, because he came around too this season. He did the best he could. At this, we're all crashing down to it was a rebuild year, and it's fine for we did, dude. We're in the playoff picture right now, in a rebuild year, and whatever, dude. It sucks, but
it does suck.
So
also,
go ahead, please.
I would like to see Remy maybe get a call up.
Remy Cabral. Could you imagine pitting them against each other?
That'd be fucking sweet. That would light a fire so hard under Kevin's ass. I think maybe that might be hey, maybe let's shoot Remy sometime. He's doing great.
Remy's scoring goals at you too. It's great.
It is, bro. I'd see that. But I see so many people saying that, and I'm like, oh man. I mean, we've tried that with Augie, but look what happened to Augie.
Can I start something right now, real quick?
Go for it.
Yes.
This is gonna be another one of those things we coin. I'd like to talk real quick about Grand. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Grand. Yes, sir. I'm gonna get that on a jersey. Man, that goal was nice. We didn't even talk about that, right? Grancer's figured it out, and I think, Vanny hit on Raveloson. He hit on Grancer. He missed on Sega, and he missed on
Do we?
You can't even say he missed on Kevin, because Kevin needs more time, dude.
Yeah.
He kind of hit on Vasquez.
Yeah, well, he knew what he was going to get out of Vasquez, So I think it's time maybe Vasquez rides into the sunset, and we fill a spot, dude.
Damn. Spot. For real, Philip, that's an international spot, I believe he's taking up, right? So yeah, we could possibly see someone come in.
Greg's gonna have flexibility, dude, and that's what I've been saying. He needs another off season, and then we'll see.
100%.
All right. Oh, go ahead. Finish that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I'm cool with looking into the next season, because this is gonna be a bumpy end of the season for us, man. And I'm like, fuck.
Perfect, Timmy. You're a professional, because the next topic, the final stretch of games. I'm gonna go, since I'll bounce back and forth between you two and keep track of points. Okay. Right, we're sitting on 39 points, I think, right now. Yes. So the next game is home at Portland. Mikey, win or loss?
Loss.
Timmy?
That's a loss.
Okay. Then we're away to Houston. Win or loss? Or tie?
Draw.
Timmy?
It's a tie.
A tie. Okay, nice. Okay, then it's back to home against Dallas.
Loss?
Dang. So right now we're going 10-11 winless at this point.
Dude, Pepe?
Oh, that's
does Pepe give us the sauce again?
Timmy, what do you think?
Fuck it, I'm gonna say win.
Okay, cool. Kansas City and Kansas City.
That's another L.
That's a fat ass L.
Then it's Seattle at Lumen Field.
L.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say draw because Seattle don't really go all in until the playoffs. They kind of like save their energy, and then once the playoffs hit, dude, they just go up, man.
Okay, and then at home, Minnesota for decision day.
Fuck it, win.
Win. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's give the win to Dallas. Let's just say we beat Dallas. I mean, we should. They're shit, right? We should.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 points. About Austin. That's 3 points. I know. Yeah. Okay, so you're saying out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times out of 18 points, we get 6.
Barely.
Plus 39. Oh wait, no. Oh no, sorry. 3, 3, 1. We get 7 because there's a draw in there. 7.
Oof.
That's 46 points. And on the season, and traditionally that's not good enough for the playoffs, boys. So Mike's corner. Do we make the playoffs?
I'm tired of this.
I'm glad you asked him because I wouldn't know what the hell to say.
I'm tired of this fucking question. The season started, I said no playoffs. The middle of the season came, I said no playoffs. The end of the season's coming, no fucking playoffs. No.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't change your mind. That's all.
How the fuck would I change my mind? We've lost. We haven't won in 9. We haven't won in 9 games. If there's anyone in the Twitter fandom or Twitter space on just Galaxy Twitter, and you think we're gonna make playoffs, or if anyone has that opinion, I'm so sorry. I really apologize because I don't know what fucking Kool-Aid you're drinking, but I want some.
Okay. So. Just so you're validated, the guys at LA is our house. I was listening to them today. They're like, yeah, we said no, we had hope, and now it's back to no. So,
I was literally how I've written out as well. Like at the beginning of the season, no, we overperformed, and then we got humbled.
Yeah,
we got humbled by the MLS. And Austin and all the bottom table teams. We've been humbled. The Los Angeles Galaxy
that's ridiculous.
Are nowhere ready for a playoff spot. And if we do, first round exit.
Yeah. But that's not to say that there hasn't been progress. And I think we'll hit on that. There's been progress. And I think we all agree with that. Like, you have to be smoking something if you say it's been complete shit, because it is not.
It hasn't. No.
It hasn't. Timmy, do we make playoffs?
No, I don't see it anymore. I want to say we're gonna barely make it, and that's my positive side coming out. But I'm looking at the reality of it, and I'm looking at our schedule too. I'm like, there's just no way. Everything is just pointing down. I mean, Seattle, Dallas, Portland, playing in Portland again. Oh no, we play them at home. But do we also play them in Portland again?
No, just one more.
No, right, just one more. Okay, yeah. But Portland's been going crazy too, but yeah, I just don't see us making playoffs, man. Too many difficult teams to go up against.
All right, that was another G30 podcast. I'm not gonna weigh it up. No, I'm just kidding. I'll tell you.
You motherfucker, you better fucking say something. You glass half full ass motherfucker. You better say something on this.
I think if we beat Portland, maybe they get a little late season burst. But the likelihood of that, I don't think so. I don't think we make playoffs.
It's too dark in the tunnel, boys.
And that hurts to say, dude. That being said, I think it's an important lesson. I think the boys should take it in the back end, as they say, right? I don't know who says that. And by that I mean the season bit them in the ass, right? And they should feel that it bit them in the ass. And be angry, and then back to the drawing board, dude. Now they know what Greg expects of them. I think it'll be fine. But we were never going to win the championship this year. We knew that.
I think it is a very hurtful season, though. Seeing the ceiling that we once had, and now seeing all of it fall through the floor, it's probably one of the more hurtful seasons I've seen and remembered within the past few years. Granted,
they'll be talking about it for a long time. Massive collapse.
Yeah, I feel like I want to touch upon the progress, because I don't want it to seem like, hey, I'm a pessimist, and hey, I want to see the Galaxy lose and crash out. But the unfortunate reality is that a lot of people went into this season, and I'm going to use to you two guys, where it's like you guys had predicted. I mean, like, and it's not a bad thing to drink the Kool-Aid. It's not a bad thing to be optimistic. It's just I'm not going to make it out and seem like, hey, I'm right, you guys are wrong. But I just could see it, like, we were never destined to go far, and if we do find a way to squeak into playoffs, we will get outclassed and outplayed by any of the teams in the West. So
right, and we have to play. So, like, we have to play all the playoffs teams now. You know, like, it's,
we don't even got home field advantage either. Even if we do make it to playoffs, that home field advantage is gone, bro.
Yeah, no, and there was so much progress, and I feel like that's undermined by how we're going to finish the season. But I have a message for Galaxy fans a little bit too. I kind of want to say that, hey, even me, the number one pessimist for the Galaxy, the number one most glass half empty motherfucker on this platform, I feel that we've shown positive signs, and I feel like there is so much good to take away from Vanny and his system that I feel that we are left with a more positive feeling than a negative feeling when looking at it in the bigger picture.
Agreed. When everybody calms down, for sure. All right, final words, final round. Anybody?
Go Galaxy.
Go.
I'm feeling real LA today, so go Galaxy.
Timmy, any final thoughts?
I just think it's crazy that we made it on TMZ, and everyone's saying that was like put the mark on our recognition, people recognizing us in that season. But I think it's crazy because, like, we're kind of global. But yeah, that's my final words. Go Galaxy.
Yeah, I saw a list today that Anschutz is like the 6th richest soccer owner in the world, and he's up there with like Citigroup and stuff, like by himself. AG, it's crazy. Anyways, go G's. The parting messages of hope, manage your expectations. We'll be back. Yeah. The progress is coming, but it's okay. It's okay to take the L right now, I think.
Yeah, it's character building, and I feel like the guys next season, and I feel like it's so cliche that we're talking about next season already, but I think the boys have already learned so much, so I'm just excited to turn the page.
Mikey, hit him with the socials.
All right. If you guys have listened this far into the G30 podcast, you can come check us out on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you can find podcasts at the G30 podcast. That is the G30 podcast. And if you want to come check me out on my socials, you can do so on Twitter at CFC Michael. And that'll be it for me today, boys.
Damn it.
You can find me here on Twitter. My ad is in the bottom left corner. And you can keep up with us and the G30 crew at G30 podcast on all platforms.
All right. And I am CountShock786, and we will see you on the other side of the break. Y'all, we're off. So that's good.
Peace.
Peace.